Hello fellow crafters, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Altenew Educator's Colorful Carnations video hop. You should have arrived here from Yvette's video, and next up is Lana's video. Details of the hop and the giveaway are in the description below. You'll also find a link to my blog post which has a list of products used in this video. Now as you can see here, I've got some cards with Altenew's products stamped on it. As a crafter, I would suspect many people who have used Altenew products order directly from Altenew, and Altenew always gives you this little gift. And again, it's that card with one of their products stamped on it. Now on this card, this has got the Paint a Flower Modern Pink Dianthus, and I am going to be using alcohol markers to color it in. And I want to say that the paper took the alcohol markers really well. I was a little worried that I would get blending, but not the type of blending I want when I use alcohol markers, but more of bleeding, I think is the word I'm looking for, is color bleeding, but there was none of that, so that's great. Now, as you can see, or maybe not see, because this pink is so light, it's barely noticeable on the camera, and it's actually RV000. Now, I've done all the creases, all the petal tips, and I'm coming back in with a brighter pink, which is RV13. And I'm going to go over top of that RV000 on each petal as well as the creases. And when I'm done, I'm going to come back in with the 000 and do a little bit of ink blending and just soften up some of those lines. And once I'm done with the 000 and the RV13, I will come in with a colorless blender to lift some of that pink in certain spots of the petals. And I'm really happy with how these flowers turned out. I'm not a colorist. I'm definitely by no means an artist, but I've realized and understood that everybody's artistic tastes is different, and I would really be missing out if I didn't pull out mediums and just start coloring. Do what I like, do what you like, and the more I do it, the better I get at it, the more I understand the mediums I'm using, and the more I can manipulate them. So that's my suggestion to everyone who is scared to color. Just keep doing it. Now, you can see I came in here with some greens. I'm going to finish up the leaves as well as the stem, and then I'm going to come back in with black and completely black out that background. So I'm going to throw on some music while I do that, and I will be back here in a couple of minutes. All right, now that the coloring's done, I'm going to come in with the Holiday Tag Sentiments die, and I'm going to die cut my flowers. I'm just going to maneuver this die to make sure I've got as much of the flowers within that die cut as possible. I'm also going to be adding some leaves from the itty bitty branches, as well as I'm going to die cut using the Linear Crossroads die. So you can see I used black, so I die cut black leaves, I die cut the Linear Crossroads, Now I'm going to stamp my sentiment before I put the pieces of my panel together. And the sentiment I'm using is from the Regal Beauty stamp set, which unfortunately is discontinued because it is a stunning set. So I'm going to come in with some Instant Dimension foam tape, and I'm using that to lift up the die cut piece of my tag. Now you can see I'm just blackening the edges of my die cut, and if you're ever going to do that, I recommend you come in from the back in case your hand slips. Then you're only going to have a large black line on the back of your image instead of the front. So you can see here, I'm just adding my black leaves. I'm looking to add some accents around the tag. The tag is really the focal point, but I don't want to leave it alone by itself on my card panel. Now, that linear crossroads die is absolutely amazing. I use this on my backgrounds all the time. It really gives a beautiful texture, a beautiful design. I believe it kind of lifts the design into a modern image. So quick and easy to cut up that crossroads die and add it to any background. Here is my finished panel. Really beautiful. Love the coloring. I finished up with some beautiful black gems to accent that tag just a little bit more. Thank you so much for joining me along Altenew Educators Video Hop, and I will see you at the next project.